Hey guys, it's your girl JJ. Welcome back to my channel. For all new subscribers, welcome. For all my old subscribers, hey y'all. I hope you can hear me well. I'm actually driving right now, so excuse me if I'm not always looking at the camera and talking directly to you guys, because gotta keep my eyes on the road. Anyways, I'm just headed out to Costco gas station to buy some gas. Costco's probably like about 20 minutes away from my house, but the difference in prices from the regular gas station versus Costco gas station is actually pretty substantial, so I don't mind driving 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from my house to buy gas. So anyways, today's video is going to be about, I don't want to call it a rant, but I'm honestly really pissed off, and I just wanted some advice from you guys on basically how to handle a situation. And just so that you guys know, hold on, let me see if I can get this out. I'm with Lene. You guys know, my baby. And this video is pretty much about an issue that's been going on for the past 2 to 3 weeks with her and another little girl at her after-school program that she attends. So let me give you some back history on this. This little girl, she's 11 years old. My daughter is 8 years old. She's going to be 9 in, as she said, in 7 days. So this little girl, she's 11 turning 12, but she's also a big girl, bigger than her average age 11-year-old. Anyways, so about 3 weeks ago, they were at the Boys and Girls Club. Like I said, that's their after school program. And my daughter said to her, I guess after they had their snack or whatever, my daughter said to her, "Oh, you have something in your teeth." Most people, if they have something in their teeth, they'd want to know they have something in their teeth so that they can get it out of their teeth so that they're not walking around with something in their teeth, which is understandable. So instead of being like a normal human being and saying, "Oh, hey, thanks," or "Okay," or, whatever, a human response, this little girl decided to slap my daughter in the face. So the people at the Boys and Girls Club called me, told me there was an incident. I asked what was the incident. They told me what I just told you guys. The little girl's response was, "Oh, it was an accident." One, that's bullshit. How do you lift your hand up to slap somebody in the face and say it was an accident? And you guys, my daughter's not a fighter. So when she got slapped in the face, her initial response was not to slap back or hit back. She's not a fighter. I haven't raised her that way. She knows to talk her problems out. She wasn't raised the way I was raised, and I'm pretty sure majority of you guys were raised where, if, like my mom used to tell me, if somebody hits you, you hit their ass back. I didn't raise my daughter like that because, trust me, being violent all the time was not something that I enjoyed as a child, so I didn't want my kids to have to be doing that too. But anyways, so when my daughter came home, her face was red. This happened on a Friday. There was no school on the Monday, which means there was also no after school program on the Monday. So I could not speak to anybody else again until Tuesday, which pissed me the hell off because this is my child. As I'm pretty sure a majority of you mothers, or even people without kids that have nieces, nephews, or younger siblings know, you'll kill for your blood. You'll kill for a younger person in your family. What the fuck's wrong with this idiot? You'll kill for a younger person in your family that cannot defend themselves, especially if they're being bullied and taken advantage of. And one of the things that really pissed me off too is because when my daughter told me exactly who it was that did this to her, I know of this child. This is one of those kids where they are not growing up in a stable environment. Their parents let them do what they want, when they want, how they want, and with no consequence. And for me, I don't give two shits. That's not an excuse for acting out or not having any kind of behavior, because you still have to grow up in a society where there are rules. You guys hear me talking really calmly right now, but trust me, when all of this went down, I was livid. I'm trying to tone it down a little bit because I'm trying not to curse. Like, don't get me wrong, I do curse like a sailor, and my children have heard me cuss, but I try not to cuss around them as often if I don't have to. So that is why I seem so calm right now, because I'm not trying to get myself all heated up again. So anyways, Tuesday comes. I send my daughter back to Boys and Girls Club, and I tell her, you know what? Seeing as how this little girl slapped you for no reason, you make sure you walk right back up to her and slap the shit out of her too. You slap the black right off of her. Like I said, my daughter's not a fighter, and when I told her this out of anger. But Tuesday comes around, my daughter goes back to Boys and Girls Club. She does not slap her because, as I said, my daughter is not a fighter. But they get into an argument. I don't know how the argument started. I don't really care why the argument started. But all I know is I get a phone call saying that there's been an argument between the two of them again. All right, fine, send my kids home. 5 minutes later, I get another phone call. There has been a fight. What do you mean there's been a fight? Well, we dismissed the kids and told them all to go home, and now we hear a commotion outside, and when we run outside, there has been a fight. So the way it is explained to me is, in my mind, a fight is when two people are fighting. That's not what happened, you guys. There was an assault. This little girl assaulted my child. And I'm going to keep saying this. And if you're tired of hearing me say it, then this is not the video for you. My child is not a fighter. She does not fight people. The reason I say my child was assaulted was because this other little girl, the 11-year-old little girl, brought my daughter behind another one of the houses and beat the shit out of my daughter. My daughter was not fighting back because my daughter does not know how to fight. Again, she is not a fighter. This little girl had my daughter down on the ground. She was pulling her by her ponytail. I'm not sure if you've watched my What's in My Bag video, but my daughter's hair was cane rolled up. Her natural hair was cane rolled up. And I bought her one of those little, puffs that goes at the top of her head with the comb and the drawstring. But because my daughter is so active at school, when she's at school, sometimes the puff would fall out. So I sewed it to her hair so that she could do all her activities and her sports and not worry about the other little kids laughing at the fact that her ponytail, puff, whatever, fell out of her head. So this little girl, the other little girl, had my daughter down on the ground, kicking her, punching her, and dragging her by the ponytail that I just told you guys was sewn to her hair. Her brother, Justin, that you guys have also seen in another one of my videos, tried to jump in and pull the girl off of her, off of my daughter, off of Lene. Someone else grabs Justin and pulls him off of the other little girl, telling him, no, let them fight, let them fight. As I said to you guys, this was not a fight, this was assault. She had my daughter down on the ground, dragging her by her ponytail, kicking her, punching her. When Lene came home, she was bawling. Literally bawling. I heard her in the hallway because I live in an apartment building. I heard her once she got off the elevator in the hallway crying. Like literally crying her eyes out. When I saw her, she was covered in mud. She had holes in her tights and everything. As a mother, I jumped up, threw on a sweater. I think I threw on this exact same sweater. because this is my thug sweater, you guys. Grabbed a pair of tights. I don't even think I had on a bra when I went out the house, to tell you the truth. I just dragged on a sweater over my tank top, dragged on a pair of tights, threw on a pair of boots. Went straight back through the door with my daughter, Lene. Went over to the Boys and Girls Club. Told him exactly what she told me of how it happened. So, because of my previous history, I'm not trying to get into no problems with the police. So, to handle it the right way, by the book, not the way I would normally handle it, I decide to call the police. Tell them there has been an assault and battery on my child. You need to come out. I already know, because this little girl, her name is Paradise, because this little girl is 11 years old, the police aren't going to do anything. They're not going to press charges. But for damn sure, if she was of age, I would have definitely pressed charges to teach this little brat a lesson. So anyways, the police come out. They take Lene's statement. They say they're going to go to this other little girl's house, Paradise's house. They're going to have a word with her parents. I'm like, cool, fine, whatever. Like I said, you guys, this happened Tuesday. So that's that. Wednesday morning, 9:15 or 9:30ish, I get a phone call from my daughter's school, from the principal, saying that another student came up to her and told her there was an incident on the way to school. This little girl, Paradise, does not go to the same school as my daughter, but she goes to another school nearby. So the principal tells me on the way to school there was another incident. Another one of the students came up to her and told her that on the way to school this morning, Paradise threatened my daughter. The reason behind the threat was because of the fact that the police went to her house the night before. So she's pissed off now. So her response is, well, I'm going to threaten you. The next time I see you and we're by ourselves, basically, I'm going to slap you in your face again. Okay, you little freaking brat. You want to torture and terrorize my child now? All gloves are off. But to cover my ass, call the police again. Let them know, hey, you know what? You guys just spoke to this child last night and she's still threatening my daughter. What options do I have now? Because I'm not going to let this just fall through the cracks. You guys are going to do something to deal with this matter. So the officer that had come out to my house, she was unavailable at the moment. So her boss or whoever at the station told me to send her an email, which I did. So after school now, I decided I'm going to pick up my daughter because I want to see this little kid, see her parents or whatever, because they're going to get a piece of my mind. So I'm like waiting for this kid. Like I rolled up, sitting there in the car waiting for this kid, okay? I didn't see her. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's for the best. So I'm like, okay, well, Lene, let me just drop you off at Boys and Girls Club. Another thing I forgot to mention, because the night before, when I went back to the Boys and Girls Club with Lene, and I spoke to the leader, and I was making a big stink about it, which I had all right to do. When he spoke to his manager, his words were, according to the manager, Paradise is no longer going to be welcome back at the Boys and Girls Club because, yes, it was an assault, and because the police were involved, they have to take it seriously. So for my daughter's safety, she's not going to be permitted to come back to Boys and Girls Club. Okay, so back to where I was. Lene, I'm going to drop you off at Boys and Girls Club, and I'll pick you back up. Lo and behold, I pull up to Boys and Girls Club, and who do I see standing right outside Boys and Girls Club? I see little Miss Paradise. You guys, I was like a bull in a china shop. I saw red. I want you guys to leave a comment down below and tell me if I was wrong for what I'm about to tell you. To me, to this day, I still do not feel like I was wrong, but I want you guys to give me your opinion on it. So I walk up to the Boys and Girls Club. The leader is also standing up outside. So it's not like I just approached this little girl by herself. There was another adult there. And I tell this little girl straight up, when you see my child, avoid her. Do not breathe in her direction. Do not look in her direction. Do not speak to her, because you have no manners and no behavior. And I do not want my child associating herself with animals like you. You are the bottom of the barrel. If you cannot behave yourself and act like a normal little child, you do not have no reason to be around my child. My child is a human being and she will be treated as such. I probably said more than that, you guys. I don't know, because I literally blacked out, because when I said, I don't understand what your problem is, what's up with the threats and blah, 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 this little girl's response was, I did not, like literally neck rolling. I didn't say that, you're lying and blah, blah, blah. Why am I lying? What reason in hell do I have to make up a story about another 11-year-old little girl? Like, I'm 31 years old. Like, who has time to have beef and drama with a child? And literally neck rolling and everything, you guys. So I think that pissed me off even more, because my children are raised to have respect to their adults. And I would dare Lene to even lean her head to the side, much less to do a full circle while speaking to another adult. I would snap Lene's neck. And she knows that. I don't play. You are a child. You respect your elders. This little girl, do you think she cared? No. Leaning to the side, hands on the hips, neck rolling, like I said, cutting eye, mumbling, everything. So her older sister was there. And I said to her, I'm like, really and truthfully, best thing for you to do is, because I'm done talking to your sister, best thing for you to do is go home. Tell your mom, tell your dad. If they have a problem, they come to my door and say what they have to say to me. Gave her my address, told her my door number, my unit number, and I said, I'll be waiting. I'm not going to their house. They have a problem with whatever I said to your sister, they can come to me. They can settle it with me, because I'll show them who the hell I am. So anyways, they went home. The dad came out right away. Literally stormed out the house like he's big, bad, and bold. Like he had something for me. Oh, why are you approaching my child? And you're a liar. I brought my kids to school this morning. That was a bold-faced lie, because like I said, the principal called me. And remember, as I told you guys, these people, they don't give their kids consequences and all that stuff. These are the type of people where their child will go out, rob a bank, shoot someone, kill them, and their response is going to be, give me the gun. I will go hide it for you. Don't worry. I got your back all the way. Not saying that's a bad thing, but to a certain extent. You have to defend your children to a certain extent. You can't let them get away with murder and feel like, yo, that's good. They're like, they're going to be wonderful contributions to society. No, you have to teach them, when you do shit, you throw a rock, you don't hide your hands. You deal with whatever consequences there are to come. But anyways, this man called me a bitch, told me I'm a liar, and everything. I blacked the hell out on him. I don't know. I literally blacked the hell out on him. My husband had to literally pull me away from this man, because I would have probably went to jail that day, you guys, literally. And because this happened outside of the Boys and Girls Club, and there were so many other little kids there, I was cussing and screaming and carrying on. Literally, it was a ratchet moment, but I didn't care, because I was defending my daughter, and I had enough. Enough was enough. This was like the third strike, and literally 3 strikes, you're out. I literally wanted to tear somebody's head off. Fast forward to yesterday now. My daughter's having a conversation with another one of her friends. The little girl sees her. No, let's rewind back to that same day. After everything is finally done, said and done, my husband gets me away from this little girl's dad, and the little girl's dad storms off after me blacking out on him. He storms off and like, oh, well, I'm not going to talk to you and blah, blah, blah. Yet you were the one that came out the house like you were big, bad, and bold. Like you had a point to prove, so why the fuck are you storming off now? Sorry, excuse my language. Why are you storming off now? You came out, so freaking do what you came to do. Say what you came to say. Don't storm off now. What, you can't handle the heat? So anyways, My husband, he's trying to keep the peace because he does not want me to go to jail. He does not want me in any more trouble. He talks to the man. The man says, okay, he's going to tell his daughter to avoid my daughter, whatever. I'm thinking that's the resolution. Okay, again, fast forward to yesterday. This little girl sees my daughter speaking with one of her friends. Don't know what they're talking about. And she decides, okay, well, I'm going to start an argument with you now. You don't know anything about name brands and blah, blah, blah. Listen to me. I dress my daughter exceptionally well. Yes, I may not be buying them all the big brands, but I don't need to buy them all the big brands. She's a little girl. You can find cute clothes anywhere, and I'm not going to go spend a whole shitload of money on brands that she's going to outgrow or she's going to destroy when she goes to school. So, for instance, anybody that knows Justice, I shop at Justice just because it's not what? A Jordan tights or a Jordan sweatshirt. It's not good enough. Fuck, Justice clothes are expensive. I can go to Walmart and get a pair of leggings for $4, and I can go to Justice and get a pair of leggings for $12. But what? Just because it doesn't say Jordan or Nike or whatever on it. You guys have a fucking stop sign. Sorry, you guys. Anyways, yeah, every time I come to this corner, there's no stop sign. It says you're supposed to go for oncoming traffic has the right of way. You are not supposed to stop. Why is it every time these people stop like they have a stop sign, and then when I decide that I'm going through because of the fact that I have the right of way, they want to honk me? No, dummy, I have the freaking right of way. I'm gonna honk your dumb ass because you can't obviously drive. Where the hell did you get your license from? Anyways, I digress. So, I forgot where I was in my story. Oh yeah, so she's arguing with my child, picking on my child again about not wearing name brands and all of this stuff. And this happens on a Friday night again, where I cannot rush right back out to Boys and Girls Club or whatever, because first, I don't understand why you were even at Boys and Girls Club after these people told me you were no longer permitted at Boys and Girls Club. So while I'm thinking that my child is at Boys and Girls Club enjoying herself, no, she's still being terrorized by the same little freaking prick. With all that being said, that's why I'm making this video, you guys. What should I do? How should I handle this situation? Because honestly, I've had enough. Literally, I'm up to here. Maybe it's a good thing this happened on a Friday, because I guarantee you, if I had went there yesterday, I don't know what would have happened. I probably would not even be making this video right now, because I would have definitely said something to this little girl. I probably would have cussed her ass out this time. Even though she is a child, you want to act like an adult, I'm going to treat you like a fucking adult. I probably literally would have cussed the hell out of her. Then her mom, her dad, whoever would have came out, and it would have been an even bigger situation. So you guys, like, really, please, 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 please comment. This video is like, what, 23 minutes long now, and here I am at Costco. There's a long ass line. I'm like literally parked around the building. What should I do, guys? Like, literally, let me know. Or let me know, what should I tell Lene to do? How should I tell Lene to handle the situation? Because I don't feel like I should have to remove my child from the Boys and Girls Club, something that she's actually enjoying, has fun with her brother and her other friends there, because of one little girl. Especially after these people told me that she would no longer be permitted. Hold on, you guys. I want to show you this lineup. Actually, let me wait till I'm a little bit closer, because you're not going to really see it too well from here. Hold on. So this is the lineup, guys. I don't know if you can see it. It goes right around the building. I don't know how to switch my camera from front to back while I'm recording. So anyways, you guys, that's my mini rant. I need some help, you guys, because by Monday morning, well, no, Monday morning or Monday afternoon after school, there's no school. Oh, there's no program. Okay, there's no program on Monday again. So Tuesday, I need to handle this. And like I said, it's a good thing this happened on a Friday because it's giving me some time to calm down. It's giving me some time to think. But I am still pissed off. So I need advice. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. I need advice, you guys. Tell me, how would you handle the situation? Okay, I think I can get a better shot of the cars, you guys. Look at all those cars, you guys. Sorry, my window's dirty, I know. Look at all those cars, you guys. I'm in this long-ass lineup. Yep. That's Costco gas station on a Saturday for you guys. Anyways, so when I go home later, I'm going to do that charcoal mask, the mother-daughter makeup tag that I've been talking to you guys about all week. And tomorrow, I may do it, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, I don't know yet. I might do a cooking video. Oh shoot, I didn't stop and buy you a burger. I was so busy talking, I was supposed to buy you a burger, I forgot.
From Harvey's.
From Harvey's?
Because there's a Harvey right there.
Okay, whatever.
And I was gonna ask for it.
I was so busy talking on this, I forgot that I had to stop and get you something to eat. Anyways, you guys. Might do a cooking video. I don't know what I'm cooking yet. I might do fish. Might. Alright. Comment down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Please, I'm begging you. Even if you don't like, even if you don't subscribe, even if you don't share, please just comment. I need advice. I want you guys to tell me how I should handle this. How I should tell Lene to handle this. Like, really, I need some advice because I'm at a point where my only option is to blow the F up like a bomb. Tick, tick, boom. Literally, I'm at tick, tick, boom mode. And we all know tick, tick, boom isn't going to solve anything, so. Okay. All right. Bye, you guys.